I didn't grow up in the church. I didn't start going to church until I was about 17 or 18, and I was dating a woman who went through a transformation, a religious change. It didn't come out in the words she said. She didn't tell me that God had become important to her. I just noticed her countenance was different, how she carried herself, the conversation she had. And I badgered her for months until she finally said that God had become the center of her life. And it was that changed life that grabbed my attention and made me wonder, is God real in a way I never thought was possible? Could I have a relationship with God? Was it more than who's telling the truth? Is it more about who's living a great life? And so I began exploring. And for the next 2 years, I read every book I could, talked to lots of people, and tried to find out what this faith was all about. In a period of that 2 years, I went from isolated, somewhat depressed and alone, to someone for whom the faith was at the very center of their lives. When I started attending church, it was with that woman, to Otterbein United Methodist Church in Harrisonburg, Virginia. And while I was seated in the pews there, listening to the sermons and singing the songs and practicing the rituals, I imagined that where I belonged was up front where the minister was. Not that I wanted to take that person's place, but it just seemed to be the right fit for me. That sense of the right fit led me to change my major in college from a music major to philosophy and religion. I then went on to seminary and got my doctorate at Wesley Theological in Washington, D.C. I've been a United Methodist pastor since 1976. I married the woman whose life was changed, and her change changed me. Her name's Sharon. We've been together since 1976. We have 2 children, my daughter, Jess, who's married to Chris, and they have a little girl, who's my first grandchild, and my son, Ben. So I love being with them. I love having them in my life.
One of the things that is unique about Aldersgate, especially in the Methodist Church where pastors often are moved every few years, is that Dennis and I have both been in this community for a long time now. And even more importantly, Dennis and I have known each other for over 15 years. He is the one who brought me to the faith. He's the one who made me want to be a Christian. He's the one who confirmed me and laid hands on me. Before I went off to college, he was the one who put the idea in my head that maybe God was calling me to ministry too. And so we have a deep friendship, which means we work together really well. We have a high trust level with each other. We have an ability to give each other a really hard time, ridicule and make fun of each other. And it's just a really good friendship and partnership